Hi everybody, I'm Debbie Allison and this is Crazy Felix and you're watching Polymer Clay by Deb.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Polymer Clay by Deb. I'm here today with Crazy Felix like always, and today we were racking our brains trying to think of what we could do that would be different that wasn't Christmas. So we've decided that today we are going to do our tutorial on making a stork for a baby gift. So before we get started, I thought I would just show you some of the storks that I've done over the past couple of years for different baby gifts, and I do sell them online if you are interested in buying one. But anyway, this one is for a baby girl, and it's a stork with a hat, and you can write on the sign. And then this is the same one for baby boy. Then I have done this one. This is actually I did as an idea for a set of triplets. You put the names in the hearts. This is another version of the stork with the hat. And here is another version of the stork for a baby girl. This one, I figured I would do like a Red Baron stork flying, and well, he's not flying, but he just landed with the baby. And he has a sign that you could write on as well. This is a different one that is for triplets again. And another one holding the sign. And then I have this one that's, I think is really ugly. It was just a trial. And the eyes, if you are wondering what's going on with these eyes, well, this is what happens when you leave your bead eyes in overnight and do not bake your project. So that is a warning to all of those that may think that they want to do that. And I have learned over the years that you need to bake your project and finish it once you have the eyes in there. And then here's another version with the sign again. This is a version that I didn't really like too well, but this is a flying stork. And this one here is actually the stork that we're going to do today, only we're going to do it in a different color. So, those are my storks, and now what I'm going to do is get my things together and show you how to make one. So before I show you what we're going to be using, Felix wanted to show you what he was wearing today. He's wearing his cute little green sweater. Alright, let's show him, Felix. See, I think it says something about an alligator. Isn't he cute? That's for all of you Felix fans out there. Alright, you can go. I'll give you a treat in a minute. Alright. So, here's what we need. We need some white Fimo Soft. Now, this is actually glitter white, and I'm using this because I have a heck of a lot of it, and clay is expensive, so I want to use this up. Normally I would use regular white. Then we have 2 balls for his wings and another ball for his head. I also have, this is a mint green color, which is actually Tropic mixed with white, and that's going to be for the baby blanket right there. And then we have a little bit of white for his little hair things on his head. I also have some tangerine orange, and this is going to be for his beak and his feet. Then I also have 2 little pieces of wire that we're going to insert into his legs and feet just for security purposes. And then I have 3mm beads that I'm going to use for his eyes, and a scraper blade. I have a couple of paper clips here that have been cut in 2. This is what I use for hooks. I am going to be using a needle tool and a knife, or an X-Acto knife, and a tile to bake on. So I guess that is it. So now that we know what we need, I guess we're ready to get started. There's Felix over there waiting patiently for this to be over so he can go on and get another treat. Anyway. Alright, to start with, I am going to do his body. And I usually use a piece of what I call dirty clay to roll my hands in
prior to getting started to get some of the dirt and stuff off of my hands and the cat hair that I have an overabundance of. Anyway, here's the piece I'm going to use for his body, and it's already a little dirty, but we won't worry about that. I'm rolling it into a kind of an egg shape, a long egg shape, and I'm going to put it on the tile and sort of press down. So this is going to be his body. Then I am going to do his wings. Another ball of clay that I roll into a ball and then roll out into kind of an egg shape again. And this I'm going to press down and form the wing. I'm going to make it kind of wide on the ends and narrow in the middle. And then I'm going to take my needle tool and push in like that. And that makes the kind of folds in his wing. Alright, and now I'm going to do it again for the other side. Okay, so I have both of his wings done, and I'm just going to press them on here. They might be a little long, which I think they are. I'm going by this one. So, yes, they are. So I'm going to pinch some off. And that looks better. And we just press them in. Alright, now I'm going to do his legs, and I take this tangerine and roll it into a ball, and then do kind of like a snake. And these probably are about, like 3/4 of an inch long, I guess. Now I take these pieces of wire and I insert them into the center of the legs. And then I'm going to do it to both. Alright, and then we insert these into his body. We're going to leave enough out for his feet. Okay, now I'm going to do his feet. Those actually look a little short and thin, but that's okay. Alright, now I have the 2 little balls of tangerine that I'm going to use for his feet. And I'm going to roll these into a triangle shape. Both of them. This is really quite easy. It's an easy ornament to make. And it goes pretty fast. Now I'm going to use the same technique as I used on his wings for his feet. And press my needle tool in. And then this is going to be pushed onto that wire. And I'm turning this one upside down because his toe, really the big part should be toward the center of the ornament. Alright, so we got 2 feet there. Now I'm going to make some lines in his legs to just give it some texture and some definition. And then we're going to do his head. I have the ball of white for his head, and I kind of roll this into an egg shape. And actually this I would put a toothpick in, so I'm going to stop for a minute and get a toothpick because I forgot about that. Alright, so I have my toothpick that I've broken in 2, and I'm going to insert this into his neck. Press it down in there. and then push his head onto there. Now it kind of squished it, so let me pull it out some. So I'm just elongating it some from the toothpick going in there. Okay. So that's his head. Now we're going to put his beak on, and I'm just using this little piece of tangerine. And here I'm rolling it into, I don't know, another triangle, I guess. And I'm going to flatten one end of it and put it right there in the center. Like that. You can see he's already coming together. And now I'm going to take the beads that I have for his eyes, which are 3mm, and I use my needle tool to put them in right above his beak. And I push up and pull down. You all have seen me do that probably 100 times. And I turn it upside down to do the second one. For some reason this helps get them even. Don't ask me why, but it does. Okay, so now I have his face done. There, well, not done. I'm going to put a couple eyebrows on him with the needle tool. And we're going to put his hair on. I'm going to use a little piece of white, and I'm going to make tiny triangles. And I'm going to put 3 on his head. This gives him kind of a little crazy look. Okay, if you can see what I'm doing here. That's 1. So we'll do a total of 3. You can do as many as you want. And that is his third one. So you can see he's already looking pretty cute. So now all we need to do is his blanket. Alright, I have the green here. I'm going to take the green and roll it to where it's a snake shape, kind of, but pointed on the ends, with the middle being kind of fat. Alright, then I am going to curve it around and then take the bottom and press down, and this is how I made the blanket. Alright, so you get the blanket into the shape that you want, and both sides should be kind of even, so I'm going to cut off this excess here. Oops. Alright, now we're going to just put it over the top of his beak. Actually, we need to make it kind of skinny on the top to go over his beak. So actually I'm pushing down on his beak, so his beak is going to be a little lower, but you want to make sure that you can see his eyes. And then we're going to take his wings and fold them over so he can be holding the blanket. Alright, now we're just going to do the little ties on the top. I'm going to use a little more green and just take a couple little pieces, roll them out kind of like I did his hair. Do 2 matching pieces. And press them down and take my needle tool and just make a line kind of in the middle, a little crease. And then we're going to put these on the top. And then one more little piece over the top for the knot. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Right, then I'm going to take my needle tool, the thin end, and make a little crease in the center here for the knot. And that's pretty much it. Now you can take your hook, and like I said before, these are paper clips that I have opened up and cut in 2, and they work great for hooks. And I'm going to insert the hook in the center of his head there, and you will need to take some crazy glue and put a couple dabs there, right where the hooks went in. So that is it. He is done. You need to put him in the oven and bake him for about 45 minutes at 325, and that's all there is to it. I forgot to show you guys, I'm actually going to try and clean this a little bit with some alcohol and a swab, cotton ball. You can actually take some of your dirt and stuff out of the clay with alcohol and either a Q-tip or a cotton swab and clean it up a little. And that does help. So that's just a little tip. Okay. Now he's a little cleaner. So that concludes our tutorial on the stork. You can put a baby's name and the date that it was born. It makes a wonderful baby's gift for a friend or family member. And we will be giving that away. So you need to be subscribed to our channel, and you will be notified when, in fact, we will have our next Freebie Friday that we give away the stork. We will be giving it away, so be sure that you're subscribed to our channel so you'll be notified for our next giveaway. And in the meantime, Felix and I enjoy doing this for you, so we'll see you on our next video. Bye now. Look at me.